Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, there's a story that is actually circulating in socials right now, and it's everywhere. The story is about Kabelo, the one who was a mayor of Johannesburg. It is alleged that the guy is sitting on people's money right now as we're speaking. It is alleged that him and his friends ran a funeral scheme where you come and pay the money. You know, in a casino or in villages, we have those people that we go and pay money to, and when someone dies, you go and claim, and then it's either you get coffin with a tent, or others food, or others, the livestock. It just differs how much you pay and what are you being promised. So now allegations is that he actually opened something like that with some of investors. So when the people came and paid, they were secured that, you know what, if you pay this kind of money, once you die, you will happen to find a coffin, or you'll be secured for the mortuary, those kind of things. So people went on, and we trust these people. I mean, nobody is doing their research when it comes to this thing. You just happen to ask when you're staying somewhere. Let's say, for example, you are staying in this Ekasi, and then you ask whose funeral parlor is actually in service, and then people will just refer you that we know so and so, he's actually good, in taking care of the funeral businesses and stuff like that. And then without even asking, without doing your homework, you just go there and then you just pay. That's what most of us people are doing in Egasi, or there in Makaya. That's what we do. We are just used to that, and then that's actually our way, right? So now this guy Kabelo went on and opened that kind of a business with these people. So now time goes by, and then he vanishes. People don't see him anymore. Hey, but where is this person that was a alleged director of this company? They said, no, he's no more. We don't know where he is. There were allegations that he actually passed away, So people were sitting there, but okay, so the actual person who is behind this business is no more. So, okay, they went on with their lives, right? They lost some money, right? And this was something like where you invested. So when they say a person is no more, the person is no more, who are you going to ask your money from? Nobody, right? This is something that you're paying monthly, and then this person is no more. So, I mean, business is no more. So what are you going to do? Nothing. Okay, time went by. Now these people are saying that, you know what, when we're still sitting, going on with our business, okay, we closed the chapter, right? We carried on with our life. Then, boom, this guy appears in TV. Hey, but he's been sworn as mayor. Mayor of where? Johannesburg. And they're like, no, this is our guy. We know this guy. This guy is the one who's having our money. Can you imagine that story? It's the one, it's kind of like giving Tabapesta's story, something like that. So people are coming now, comparing him to Tabapesta, actually saying that, hey, but Tabapesta has multiplied people, whatever that is done, obviously, is not anywhere compared to what Tabapesta has done to the society or to other people, But now, because of the manner that this whole thing came up to be, that smoke that it came with, then people are talking and comparing him to Tabapesta. Now, he recently did a video talking about that. Hey, South Africa, I'm home right now. There are allegations that he was arrested, right? Because of this whole thing. Because now these people, when they saw him on TV and whatever, okay, they held back, whatever. And I believe that, I mean, he was a mayor a long time ago. So now they're coming right now saying that this is the guy who took our money and I mean, it's long due, right? But now, obviously, that will have to mean it took someone with guts to take this guy down or to come forward to talk about this thing. Because now, while he was still a mayor, nobody said anything. We didn't know about this story. But now that he stepped down, and then it's been a while that he's around the bushes of and these politics offices. Now we hear about this story. So now these are people who are actually bottling this whole thing up. They knew that this guy is protected somehow, because now for someone to make it to the mayor office, that will have to mean it's someone who's been there around for quite a long time, who's got connections, and these people knew how to play this card, because now they knew that the risk that comes with this thing of exposing this guy is actually heavy. You can't just go on and just say, Kabelo did this to me, and no, because now this is someone who's got some people that really believed him and were after him, gave him power and stuff like that. So now there's allegation that is sitting that he was actually in how can I say, he was someone who's busy there, responsible for about 82 billion, when you are mayor of, Johannesburg, the town that is known by the whole world. When you're speaking about South Africa and then you mention Johannesburg, immediately a person knows that you're talking about South Africa. Is the landmark of South Africa, the Johannesburg. Now, the scandal of this guy coming up saying that one of the people that was a mayor, for months, he scammed people like that. It's something that is, if you are someone who's an investor in South Africa and you hear something like this, the only thing that you go, it's like closing your ears and thinking that may this story never see the end of the day in the public eye or something like that. Because you can imagine you have investors overseas and stuff like that. Now they're gonna hear about this whole thing. It's not good news, right? And for people that gave this guy power to sit on, but is such a Mongol of a tsotsi like this, it's something that is huge. So and now people are talking about how unremorseful he is, because now he went there and then make this video talking about that he's sitting at home, he doesn't know anything about the arrest. Actually, he's actually addressing about the weather, that the storm is approaching Joburg, it's not good, and don't, but nothing about how remorseful he is about this whole thing, or at least addressing this thing of this story that is actually brewing about him. And it's like it's just a joke to him, this whole thing that is going on. So people that blew the whistle, big up to them, because now obviously this thing was just not easy to do. You cannot just go on and call out people like Bokabelo in the street and say that they did this to you and don't. So they had to really put a brave face. So now, when we're still talking about the relations of the funerals and stuff like that, people went to Tito Mboweni's funeral because he passed on, may he rest in peace. So now people showed the pictures, just playing around, saying that they got the Lucky Star from Lucky Star company. It went there and sponsored people in his funeral, actually, because now, if you still remember, Tito Mboweni is one of the people who were cheering Lucky Star like crazy. He would make sure that when he eats Lucky Star, we have to know about it. He would take snaps of it and then show how he cooks it. So now, obviously, he had that relations with Lucky Star. So now, Lucky Star people, when he passed, obviously, I believe that they went to pitch. They went like, okay, everybody just come with a pitch. What do you think we should do about this whole thing? Because now this person is no more, so we need to come forward, to show our support to him, so that people can know that we do recognize what he was doing with our brand. So obviously people went on and pitched, you know, can you imagine the things that were done in that boardroom when people pitching, coming with their ideas? I think we should do this. Boom, the other one came with this idea that they should just take the smallest can of Lucky Star and put it in the table to Mona, saying that, oh, we have something that we're sharing with this man. So the same as you guys are sharing something with him, that's why you are here attending the funeral. We are also here saying that we know how it goes, relationship with him. We had a relationship with this guy. So now Mgani to Mgani, here is a daughter of Pilchard. Now the crowd, the public, when they saw this whole thing about Tito Mboweni's tables filled with Pilchard and the monarchs given the Pilchard to go home, they were like crazy, like going crazy. There are many people that are going like super angry about this whole thing, because now they're like, number one, those people who attended the funeral, they don't need Pilchards. Those people would probably stop a car somewhere and then just drop the tin. Why didn't these people, in memory of Tito, maybe going to he's buried in a village, right? Why wouldn't they go to one of the schools, identify a school, and just give the tins to one of the schools, maybe that he attended, or the one that is at the backyard of his home, or give it to the society of where Tito Mboweni used to grow up and stuff like that, or take it to one of the NGOs that he supported, maybe, or the NGO that they believe that actually deserves this whole thing, in his honor, in his memory, saying that, you know what, Tito Mboweni supported us, so now this is the teens that we would like to actually donate to you guys on his behalf, or something like that. Not giving the rich of the richest the teens, which it was the strategy of marketing for them. Obviously, if you see, Balula, for instance, holding that can, you'd want to go run and buy a can yourself, So it's in a way like they're saying that this whole thing was done in a manner of negligence, because now they believe that people could have had something about this whole thing, not to give these items to the richest that we know that they don't even consume the product. So now my take is that I believe that these people just saw the gap and then they just went push and executed, and then they worried about other things like later, but their thing is that we want to do this and this is our moment to shine. While people still remember Mboweni, that he used to use our team, now it's our gap to enter, saying that we are associated with Mboweni. So it is one of the things that I believe that they took the opportunity and then strive for it. This is the company, they'll do whatever that they want. I don't necessarily have a problem the way that they did it in the manner, but now I do agree with some of the people that are saying that this whole thing could have been done in a certain manner, giving to those who are less privileged, So because we know that there are many people that would do anything to get their hands in those things, and people's lives would have changed, just for one day, having that decent meal of a pilchard instead of just having sinkwa with water, because there are still people who are still experiencing that in South Africa, especially with this thing of the job cards and stuff like that. So yeah, I do believe that they do have a point, some of those who are saying that they don't understand what was this whole thing behind. But now, okay, they did it anyway. It's their company. They'll do whatever that they want, and they would want to be looked in a certain way. That's why they chose to do this thing to the mourners, actually. So obviously they do have a reason why they did it like this. Okay, we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.